That's not English, Brian. It's German.
So what I told you was true, from a certain point of view.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to A Certain Point of View. Thank you so much for joining us this evening. Hope everyone is doing great out there. Monday, April 22nd. Some very cool things to talk about tonight. Deadpool and Wolverine obviously leading the charge. Brand new trailer they dropped just for us today. They knew we were going live, and they said, you know what, POV needs something to talk about. We're going to give it to them.
Boom.
So we're going to be getting into that. Super excited to talk about the, which is so hard to remember, but the second debut of Wolverine and Deadpool on screen together, which a lot of people.
The first one doesn't exist.
I know, but it kind of does. Oh, it doesn't exist anymore because of a post-credit scene, but it did exist.
No, we don't talk about it. We don't talk about it.
So yeah, we'll be diving into that trailer a little bit later on in the show. But yeah, thank you guys so much for joining us. Jill, it is Monday.
Hello.
How was your weekend?
Busy, actually, for the first time in a long time. We went.
Really? I feel like you're busy every weekend.
Yeah, but usually we give ourselves like some downtime, and we just did not have downtime.
Okay, hold on. I gotta stop you. Did you not go to Disneyland?
Yes.
That's downtime. That's your choice.
That's a lot of stimulation.
You made the choice to stimulate yourself on your downtime.
It's a lot of walking.
That sounds dirty.
Yeah, giggity. Phrasing. But it was a good reason.
Good for you.
Jane was thank you. Jane was in town, so we went to the Renaissance Fair. I got my usual dirt lung, which is always fun. And then we did Disneyland on Sunday, which was shockingly kind of not busy. And I was like, why is Disneyland not busy on a Sunday? And I forgot that it's second weekend of Coachella. And I was like, oh, that explains it. So if you ever want to go to Disney on a weekend, go during Coachella.
How long does Coachella go on for?
There's 2 weekends.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. But we waited like 30 minutes for Rise, if that, I think.
Wow.
Without like the, what's it called? The lightning lane thing?
Without lightning lane. Yeah. I think
wow.
If 30 minutes.
It's pretty good.
So it was pretty good. Yeah, it was fun. It was a good time. So yeah, busy weekend. And then work is going to be really slow because I'm the only one on my team in the office. Everyone else is on PTO. So.
Is there a reason?
They all just happened to be gone at the same time. And it was like everyone had important stuff to do. So it was like weddings and stuff. So it was like, sorry, you can't, like no one was going to say, sorry, you can't go to this wedding. So it's just me.
I was going to say, did they go like on a company retreat and Jill not get invited?
No, that happened a couple months ago. They were all in Arizona and I didn't go. I know.
Didn't mean to bring up sore wounds. I'm sorry.
It's okay. It was fine. I got to go home like really early. And I get to do the same thing this week too.
You mentioned Jane was in town. It was Jane's birthday, actually.
It was Jane's birthday.
Happy birthday, Jane.
Happy belated.
I saw she had an issue with the lightsaber, though, which is such.
I think Sean fixed it. Sean fixed it.
Made me laugh so hard because the same thing happened to me when we did ours at Celebration. I didn't even make it out, and it was already broken.
Well, yeah, I don't know if it's still broken or not. Jane can confirm or deny, but Sean fixed it momentarily on the Disneyland Railroad. And it was
just does patch jobs, right? They're just patch jobs.
Well, and it freaked me out because like he was like taking the pieces apart and it's like heavy. And I'm like, we're on a moving train. Can we please not do this on a moving train? Because if one of those pieces just flies off.
That makes sense for Sean.
Yeah, it's Sean.
Likes a challenge.
Yeah, it's Sean.
Yeah.
Miss Molly, how was your weekend?
It was fun. We did a little camping trip, which was very much needed. It was like a lot warmer than we wanted it to be. It's been nice and cool, and then all of a sudden the heat just like exploded and was really hot. And it rained yesterday morning / all night Saturday night.
We heard about that from Zach.
Yeah, you would have heard that from Zach because his tent turns out let all the rain in. I don't know what he did.
no.
I don't know what he did wrong. If it was the tent not being rainproof or rain resistant.
Was he not a Boy Scout?
Was it user? It was definitely user error, right?
I don't know if he was a Boy Scout or not, but I think it was user error.
Probably.
How do you make it? Wait. So how do you make a tent that's not waterproof? That's my question.
Well, you gotta do the rain fly just right, and I don't know. So maybe it was that. Maybe there was like a hole in it somewhere, but he woke up in a puddle.
Oh god.
Oh, that's great.
And I was like, you could have slept in our. We have a pretty big tent, and his bedroll would have fit in there. So
come snuggle up with us.
Maybe his ego is too big, but we were fine. Our tent stayed completely dry on the inside, which was great. We just got a little muddy trying to pack up and leave, but overall, it was really nice.
Nice.
I got to chop some wood.
Saw that.
Everyone saw, yeah.
Yeah.
I half expected the video to be like you missing it.
Oh, if we had taken video of the second attempt, I didn't miss it, but I just like
barely nicked it. Yeah.
Too far off the corner, and the log just went flying in one direction.
You guys should have like barely cut one and then had Alex do the Steve Rogers.
Yeah. That would have been fun.
Well, now that he's jacked, yeah, you could easily done it. Just whack.
That's true. Ryan was our main source of the wood cutting. He brought this like handsaw that has like two little like loops, and you could just logs off your side. It's pretty hard, but it worked shockingly well.
I miss camping. I haven't gone camping in a very long time. I'm hoping obviously we're gonna go at some point when Bo's a little older because he's got to experience that. But it feels like it's been forever since I
take him now. He's sitting up. He's basically a grown adult.
That might be a very long night.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair. Forgot about that.
Yeah.
I'm like, he's sitting up. He's like an adult. You can take him anywhere now.
He's still only 6 months old.
He's basically an adult.
Yeah, basically. I mean, Molly just said he's going to college already. And
I did. Look at him.
Oh, God.
Brian, what about you? How was your weekend?
I've been better. I mean, my weekend pretty much just consisted of listening to Taylor Swift's double album. So, I mean, other than that, I didn't really do anything. What?
Gabby in the chat. Because we're talking about her son growing up, and she's like, no. He needs to stay a little precious baby forever.
Don't worry. Make him go to Sac State, and he'll stay with you.
No.
Live at home.
No.
They got a great baseball program now.
So does Cal State Fullerton.
He's going to go to better. I was supposed to go to Fullerton. So
let him do whatever he wants. It's his
I mean, I'm not going to be here at that point, but bring him down to Cal State Fullerton. I'll at least visit him every now and then.
Oh, you can send him to Georgia Tech.
We'll see. No. The hell?
No. It's right near Molly.
Georgia is much better than Georgia Tech as far as baseball goes.
Yeah, but where's Georgia in Georgia?
Athens.
UGA is in Athens, which is outside the college town is not a great place.
Not surprised. Most of those big colleges, surprisingly, outside of where the colleges are not in the best of areas.
Yeah, Georgia Tech and Georgia State are in great areas. Like they're right in the city.
See, I said Georgia Tech first.
Yeah,
but you gotta be a little smarty pants for Georgia Tech.
There's 49 other states I can choose from.
Well, I don't know if they want to play baseball in Alaska. I think it might be called something else.
That'd be fun.
I don't know what it is.
Snowball.
Fun,
yeah, snowball fights. Yeah. Sorry, Gaps.
Oh, she's fine.
I did listen to a couple tracks off the Taylor Swift album, and they seriously all sounded like the same thing.
Ooh.
I
was like,
what? I'll tell you. No, there are definitely some that I absolutely love, and there are definitely some that I absolutely hate. I was like, literally, like, what is this?
A lot of bummer sounding songs.
It's supposed to be a depressed album.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It's her emo phase.
Yeah, no, it's a breakup album, so that's why.
So it's her emo phase.
I mean, she's always kind of in an emo phase, essentially. Sometimes, yeah. I mean,
she should be happy.
Did you hear
like a billionaire?
Did you hear the song where she just went after Kim Kardashian?
Thank you, Amy.
That was a good one.
Yeah.
That was the first one I listened to because I heard all the drama on TikTok, and I was like, Yes, please.
Yeah,
Yep.
that one was good. Listen to the Black Dog. That one's my favorite.
There was
I heard
enough
that
of
one
it.
was sad too.
There was enough of it on my TikTok feed all weekend long. I'm good.
I'm not
I'm
talking to
solid.
you.
I'm moving on with my life.
Gabby, that song is so freaking cute.
That one's
too.
cute too.
It's like a high school jock and girl song. It was cute.
I just thought 30 tracks, that's a little
lot.
That's a little much.
I think she did it because, well, not only because of that, just to be extra, but I think I heard someone say that she needed 2 more albums to be out of her contract, and then after that she can like own any and everything right out. So by doing that, she might be able to immediately now start anything she does from here on out is hers, which
That makes sense.
so yeah. I did not stay up till 2 a.m. to wait for it. I had a bedtime. I did the first one, and I said, if something happens, we'll wake up to it. But yeah.
Nice. Exciting stuff. Weekend, there wasn't very much going on for me. Quiet weekend at home. Gab and I didn't do a whole lot, which was nice. So,
Bo learned how to clap. That's an achievement. That's a good thing to tell the world.
Yeah, he's they take you through. You know, you have these baby apps and everything. They used to be baby books, but now it's just all about apps. And the apps are currently telling us he's in his copying stage. So Gabby got him to clap today, which I got a video of it at work, and it was the most adorable thing I've ever seen.
Booty pants.
It's still very much like a...
He's doing his best,
like,
Jake.
His hands are just kind of like all over the place, but he's bringing his hands together, which
he's
is
a seal.
He's doing his best.
Matters. So
That's close enough.
he's doing great.
A+.
It was
A+.
yeah, it's exciting stuff. There's a new milestone all the time. So
Well, if he's in his copying phase, make sure you don't swear around him. That would be a horrible.
Well, he can't talk yet, so
I know, but can you imagine if he copied that first word?
They still got about a year to worry about that. You got some time.
Hey, that kid's
could be an overachiever. You never know.
That's what I was just about to say. I said that kid came out already 1 year old looking. So
whoa, Brian. We just talked about the age thing. Let's relax a little bit.
I love him. He's adorable.
All right. Well, before we get to the Deadpool and Wolverine trailer, which is super exciting, a lot of good stuff, Easter eggs and everything that is being filled in that movie. We have some news. We have some channel updates for everyone watching. Thank you guys so much for being here. And there's really no easy way to say this, but unfortunately, we will be deciding to close the doors here at a certain point of view at the end of May. There's a lot of reasons as to why this is happening. We told our patrons over the weekend. Everyone who is a part of our Patreon knew this ahead of time. We gave them the heads up, kind of had some conversations with them a little bit, filled them in on a lot of details as to why this is all happening. But the simplest of answers, and I think I had said this to one of them over the weekend, our lives are extremely different now than they were 4 years ago when this all started.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
I know that this is, because I can see the comments rolling in, I know this is a little bit of a shocking news, but we have gone to every corner of the galaxy in the last 4 years. And as of right now, where everything is at in our lives, where I'm at individually, obviously everyone knows that I'm now a father and I have priorities here at home, things going on in everybody else's life. It has become very difficult for us to give you guys what you deserve regarding a show on a regular basis, regarding Patreon content on a regular basis. And we don't really want to give half-ass stuff. No. We've seen from other people what half-ass stuff looks like. And to us, it doesn't really work if it's not the four of us working together in all aspects. And if that's not possible, there's no reason to continue this on. Brian and I started this 4 years ago as a Schmodown reaction show when the movie Trivia Schmodown was going. And not soon thereafter, both Jill and Molly joined. And to us, that's when a certain point of view really became a certain point of view. And that's kind of how we want to end it. We don't want to end it with it being 3 of us or 2 of us or whatever it may be. For us, where everything is headed, where everything is currently at, where our tracks are going in our life here in the near future and the far future, it really does feel like it's a great time to kind of celebrate and put a cap on everything that we have done over the last 4 years. And there's going to be, after this, there will be 2 more shows. We're going to go through the end of May. There might be another show. We might just feel like wanting to do one. Who knows? But we're going to give it till the end of May. There's also going to be another happy hour episode to do one last big celebration because obviously.
How could we not?
Gotta blast off one more time.
One big Taco Bell order for everybody.
One just big old, just the whole thing.
We're gonna do a Taco Bell mukbang.
I was gonna say we should just keep recording through eating our Taco Bell this time.
We let the patrons know that there will be one more hangout for the patrons that will be including everybody. There is also a Q&A post on the Patreon right now for all patron members. Usually it's for a certain amount, but we have opened it up to everybody. So we're going to be doing 2 more things at minimum on the Patreon through the end of May. So 2 more shows after tonight, 1 more episode. That's at minimum. There could be something else that pops up. You never know. But we're going to give it until the end of May. And then that's when we'll be shutting the doors on a certain point of view. But that won't be the last time you see our faces elsewhere. No. It'll just be under this banner. There's going to be times where maybe we pop up together on something else. Who knows? We all have other things that are kind of going on. But the simplest way to put it.
Jedi. Pew, pew, pew.
Yeah, exactly. The simplest way to put it, and I know it's maybe hard for some of you to really see because obviously you don't see our daily lives. Our lives are literally like 4 different zigzag directions trying to come together on a weekly basis on recording.
Yes.
They're going every which way on a daily basis, and it's just become really hard. It really has just become really hard. And
I mean, I think most of the viewers would be able to agree that they've seen that kind of happen over the past year or 2.
Yep.
It's just been harder to schedule everything and harder to get together at the same time in the same place. So,
yeah, and that's not fair to you guys. That's not fair to the viewers at all. We will, like Jake said, we don't want to continue if it's not going to be 100%, and we're just adults and we are busy and we've got so much stuff going on. I got a wedding. I'm moving next year. I gotta go do all that fun stuff. So it's it's that time where it's like we said, it's been 4 years.
Yeah,
that's wild.
The fact that we survived through the end of we survived the pandemic, and then we survived the end of the Schmodown.
That was an accomplishment in itself.
Our show about the Schmodown became something else entirely, and a lot of you guys stuck around since the very beginning, and that's awesome.
Yeah, and I want to make sure that this is known because it obviously comes off as like, oh, hey, we're closing doors, see you later. This has been a long discussion. It's not something that just came up and we're like, okay, let's do this. Like it's been a discussion of ours and we've had to have conversations, and obviously it sucks. And I mean, you guys know this if you've been following us from the very beginning, is that the reason that we are all as good as friends as we are and we know each other is because of this show.
Yep.
We didn't know each other beforehand. Like I met Jill and Sean at an award for the Schmodown years ago, and then reached back out about this. And then Molly was watching our show and we reached out and she was like, sure, why not? And here we are. The second time. And here we are, a couple years later, still doing a show, talking about the things that we love and have an incredible community who's been backing us for so long. I mean, the amount of people that have been with us from day one, whether it be just on the channel or on the Patreon, is pretty incredible. We have a really, really good core, and that's something I wanted to make sure I mentioned. The Discord, which I don't know if everybody here is a part of, it will still be out there and free, available for everyone to use.
Oh, yeah. We're not closing the Discord.
We're going to be in there active, talking about movies or TV or whatever it is you guys want to talk about. There's a sports one, there's a food one. We have a lot of really good people in there who watch regularly and maybe watch not live or don't even watch at all. They just want to be a part of good conversations. And we're going to try to continue that in the Discord and continue the show in that form, just talking to you guys on a daily basis. But just for me personally, I wanted to say, obviously, like Brian and I started this and we started this 4 years ago and just kind of a random idea after seeing a couple of other people doing it. Never did I think that it would ever.
It was a little more brutal than that.
We can do it better.
We really wanted to just take out call to action. That's really.
Well, yeah, sure. And I mean, we did.
And then some.
Hey,
Love you, PLD.
I just legitimately though, for everyone who's been watching and watches regularly or whatever, I never thought it would become this, and it's been so much fun to converse and agree and disagree and have the conversations we've had and the moments that we've had, traveling that we've had together just as us four or meeting a ton of people in person. It's been an amazing ride, and it does suck that it's ending, but like Jill said, I think it's time. It's just time because we didn't want to give you guys half-assed content, and we wanted to make sure we were ending on a strong note. So,
Well said.
Thank you. I try.
That's why you're our leader, our fearless leader through and through.
Thank you. Any other comments, guys? We have a question that I can bring up.
Go for it.
So Blake asked, he said, would it be possible to do a random pop-up episode depending schedules for big releases like Deadpool 3 spoiler discussion? I would say yes, but it more than likely won't be here.
That sounds like this seems like a TikTok thing.
Yeah, I mean, it could be a TikTok thing, or I mean, obviously, I know people have seen that I do my little show called the Whiskey Jedi. I plan on doing it more frequently now that this won't be an access for me to talk about my things.
Good.
And I no doubt would love to have these three on to talk things like that. So yes,
none of us have ever been on it, I don't think, right?
Brian, I've said it every time you brought it up. You've been on it, and Molly and Alex have both been on it as well.
Oh,
so
it's just you and I, Jill.
The whiskey made me not remember.
We had so much whiskey.
No, I remember that. I remember.
So yes, I would say yes. Probably not talking Deadpool on Star Wars Explained, but
Deadpool Explained.
Deadpool Explained. Everyone also knows that Jill's fiance Sean has a Twitch channel as well.
Yeah,
so I'm sure she'll pop on there sometime.
And we've talked about doing some like co-op games over there and stuff like that. So you'll probably be seeing me a lot more frequently over on his Twitch channel. Probably not like right away, but like upcoming. I'll be on there a lot more frequently. And then we also have Rookies still. We're still putting out episodes of Rookies and Rulebooks, our D&D channel that Sean puts on. I'm gonna be around. I'm gonna still be here talking shit and taking names.
Yeah, I mean, and like we said, we have the Discord. We have our social media. If you really want our points of view, just follow us on social media, because I think we all have been able to put our points out there about everything over the years on social media. Yeah, I mean, it's surreal now that I'm like thinking about it and then we're talking about it. It's obviously surreal, but there will be outlets for us to get together. And I'd probably say more than likely it'll come on my channel talking about something random. We won't talk reality TV on my channel though, guys. I promise. Not gonna happen. But big things, whether it be maybe we do something for the House of the Dragon. I don't know. I mean,
I'm down.
We're all super excited about that. And that comes out in June. So yeah, there will be opportunities.
So go subscribe to Whiskey Jedi.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You should do a Shogun episode after the show's over.
Dude, my mom came up to me. She came and visited me this weekend and went, "Have you been watching this show called Shogun?" And I'm like, "The fuck?
So
like,
good.
You watched it? Like,
so good.
You watched this before me? Like, I'm almost kind of ashamed."
Molly, that video that Star Wars and Shogun.
I showed that to Alex, and I was like, I had to do a double take that
They
was
collaborated together.
the two official accounts did that, and he was
Wow.
like, "Oh
So
yeah, I guess
cool.
they own Fox now, and Shogun is playing on
And
Disney
that's
Plus, so
Yeah.
why not?"
That's Disney.
It's
yeah.
under the same banner.
Yeah, it's under
It's
the
so
umbrella.
funny
So
that it was
cool.
the same day that Alex also put out a short comparing Shogun and Star Wars, and I was like,
Perfect timing.
They're listening in on us. I know
They
it.
know. They know.
Well, they've
know.
told you that they do sometimes, right?
That's true, but now they're doing it to a detriment of like taking views away because they're like, "Oh, Star Wars Explained did a Star Wars Shogun short. Let's put ours out."
I would
Damn it,
love to
Star
do, I would
Wars.
love to do a Shogun episode with you guys. That'd be a lot of fun. That'd be a lot.
That'd be fun.
I got to bring a couple comments here, just because we're talking about it. Booze here says, "There's no words. Truly appreciate all of you. As the real world crumbled, Blunderdome, Lego Streams, and POV kept a lot of us going." Thank you,
Well,
Booze.
Blunderdome and Lego streams are still a thing. So,
Yes. Yes.
so they're still a kickin'.
You're still batting 2 for 3 there.
There you go.
Lego Streams has taken a hiatus, but they will be back
They're coming
after
back.
Bad Batch is over. So after May 4th.
It's only
we'll
2
be-
weeks, right?
Yeah, we'll be doing them again after
Dude,
that.
I'm like 3 episodes behind on Bad Batch. I need to.
I
know.
Next one here is Maddie Gunner. "I got to drink apple teenies with Molly and Jill. Top 3 life moment."
And we'll do it again in October, Maddie.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Wait,
Is an apple teeny on the menu?
is it?
It's an open bar, baby. You can get
Oh,
yourselves
fair.
apple teenies.
I'll be drinking with
You gotta make sure the bartender has the
They
stuff
do.
to make
It's
it.
on the list. They do.
Maddie, remind me. I'll for sure drink one with you.
It's on the list.
Let's see. Dino Park Dan. "Well, thank you all for the good times. It was so much appreciated. I'm glad to have found you."
Oh,
Thank you.
Thank
Much
you.
appreciated. Star Wars in a Galaxy. "This show has created such a great community and I know I'll miss it dearly. Love to you all." Thank you very much.
Thank
much
you.
appreciated. All right, one last question before we wrap it up. This is obviously sidetracking us, but I gotta ask it. Oh, actually, never mind. I'll go to this one next. The rooftop bar before Spectacular was
So
one of the
fun.
best nights ever.
so fun.
That was amazing.
That was
I
amazing.
agree.
That was
yeah,
so
and
fun.
I don't know if she's still in here, but Rachel, our 5th member,
Rachel.
she put that together. She's the mom of the group, and she did an incredible job. That was an absolute blast. Got to meet a lot of our patrons for the first time, a lot of our followers. Yeah, for sure.
I still put up Rachel's ornament every single year.
Mm-hmm.
Me too. It's in my
Yeah.
ornament. It's in my
Yep.
little ornament
Yep.
box.
It's my first one I put up every year.
My little ornaments.
All right, last question before we we move on to Deadpool, kind of in the Deadpool vein. Are you guys all caught up on X-Men 97?
I haven't seen a single episode.
Same.
Damn, it's so good.
It looks
I'm
really
watching it.
good.
It's-
It looks really good.
It is
La-
really entertaining.
Last episode was amazing.
I
Um,
am almost completely done with my rewatch of the first 5, and I cannot wait to get through it.
It's like not at all what I expected it to be, and
Me neither.
it there's something special about it. I don't know if it's just a combination of everything. It's got really good writing. The animation looks sick, but it's really working. And yeah, some crazy shit has gone down
Episode
in that
5
show.
is like, I'm still hurt. Big G just said, I'm still hurting.
I
from
I saw what happened on episode.
I'm not
5.
sure. I think I saw it, so please don't spoil it.
I saw
Yeah.
it.
Even though I'm
hurt-
pretty sure I saw.
It's so good. It's so good. It gets me so excited for what Marvel can do with X-Men.
Yeah,
Like,
Mhm.
so excited.
definitely. It's like become a really nice thing for me and Alex to watch after we do our Bad Batch live streams and just like veg out and watch
Yeah.
something not Star Wars.
I usually watch them back to back too, which is funny. Yeah. All right. Well, since we're in the X-Men discussion here, let's go and continue on to our topic for the evening. Deadpool and Wolverine. Deadpool and Wolverine. We have our second trailer, but first official, which kind of dives into everything that this movie is about. We obviously get our official first look at Hugh Jackman in the suit in this world, alongside Ryan Reynolds' Deadpool, Sean Levy in the director's chair. Tons of Easter eggs and story moments that people have just been geeking out all day about. Whether it's the giant man body and skull, whether it's the people who are returning in cameos, who are a part of the story. I mean, there's so many aspects of this trailer to talk about and geek out about. But let's just kind of go over our overall thoughts, maybe some questions that we may have. Jill, I'll start with you. You sent it in the group chat first this morning, so I'll give you the floor first. Thoughts on Deadpool and Wolverine?
I just want to say there's nothing like coming together is the best fucking tagline for this movie. I lost my mind. I thought that was so freaking funny.
Yeah.
I loved the trailer because I was afraid they were going to show like a lot of it, but I feel like they showed I think just enough. Like, you know, with like the big Ant-Man helmet and like, you know, him in his yellow suit and some people from like X-Men, like First Class.
All three of them. Yeah.
Yeah. So like they showed, and then like obviously like the Doctor Strange portal that they jump into at the end of it. So it's like but again, we don't know who's creating it. It could be Wong. It could be anybody really. It could be it could be Spider-Man's friend, who I forget his name, who had it for a while. It could be him for all we know.
Oh, Ned?
It could be Ned. Oh my god, wouldn't that be funny if it's during the sequence where Ned is trying to find Peter Parker and they're getting all the different Peters, and then
I mean,
Deadpool
you never
comes
know
out,
with a
he's
Deadpool
like,
movie.
I'm sorry, what?
You never know with a Deadpool movie.
That'd be really funny. So, but like that's what I loved about the trailer is like it left things like open, and that's like you could think of like all these different things that could be happening with it, but it like didn't. It just gave the right amount. And I adored that. I had nothing wrong with this trailer, personally. It made me really excited. Of course, they did the Feige fourth wall, which I loved.
The cocaine?
They had to. They had to break a fourth wall. With
Do you want to build a snowman? Yes, but I can't.
yes, but I can't. So that was great. So good. Because, you know, they're going to do, like, a bunch of those, like, suck it to Disney kind of, like,
Well,
jokes.
we saw one in the first teaser.
Yeah.
Where he mentioned Disney and now he mentioned Feige.
Yeah. So it's I'm very excited for this. I'm very hyped. The trailer just made me more excited.
To answer your question, Blake, yes, I did watch the trailer. I could not hold with this one in.
You've been slowly cracking.
What do you mean?
This Furiosa. Did you watch Planet of the Apes one?
I watched the teaser. I haven't watched the trailer.
Okay.
So not really cracking, but that's
for you. You're pretty strong-willed. I didn't think you'd ever watch a trailer.
I think the biggest thing that I'm most excited about is I've always believed in Sean Levy as a director.
Mm-hmm.
I love a lot of his movies, Real Steel, The Atom Project. I've even really kind of like the Night at the Museum movies. I think they're all just a lot of fun. He's obviously very heavily involved in things like Stranger Things. He feels like he's the perfect guy to bring this franchise back into what it was and can really be in the MCU. I love the vibe I'm getting from it. It feels like Deadpool. It looks like Deadpool, but inside the MCU. There's obviously a lot of nods and everything. To your point, Jill, I thought they did a really good job of making it very quick in scene transitions, so you didn't see a lot.
Mm-hmm.
It was a lot of flashing of moments that we see throughout the movie, which I'm totally fine with. And yeah, there's so many moments I want to talk about, but I'll bring up something that I think a lot of people are talking about online, and Jane brought it up in the chat. I think there's a ton of misdirection of what's happening in this trailer.
Yeah.
And I think that they're doing what they did with Spider-Man No Way Home in erasing moments or putting backgrounds to moments. Like Jill, you mentioned the portal, and I'm kind of with Jane. I don't think they're jumping into a portal.
It's something else.
I think it's something else going on. They put a portal there to make us believe that that's happening because obviously it would connect to everything.
Yeah.
Right? But I also wouldn't hate if it was a portal.
Yeah.
Because they have to come into our universe at some point,
and
that's kind of how you make it happen.
Well, not they.
You know what I mean. But another big thing is we've never met this Wolverine that we know of.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel like we've ever met him because of the line of he failed his world. And then we see that shot of all the tombstones.
Yeah.
Which makes me believe that those are all the X-Men.
Dead X-Men, yeah.
Like,
What did he do or not do? I
or
guess.
what happened,
Yeah.
or like, has he been living alone his whole life?
Well,
Like, so it's not. So we know it's not the Logan version.
No,
Right.
no, yeah. Logan
Or
version is dead.
I guess it could be depending on what year it is, because Logan was like 2027 or 28. And I guess if it was before, it could be, but I think it would be a totally different version of him, which would be really cool.
Mm.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Do you know the Old Man Logan comic?
Yes. Doesn't mean they have to follow it.
They haven't followed any comics so far.
Well, so far, they almost did a couple, like, scene for scene out of the comics, which...
So do you think it's the Logan Wolverine?
No, I don't think it's that one. I don't want to say things for people that don't know anything.
Then don't say it.
For the comics, although
I
it's
know.
all over Twitter. I'll say the Ant-Man thing is straight out of the comic books. That's
cool.
Yeah, straight out of not her using his head as the base. That part's just like brutal. But the giant man skull body is straight out of the comics. And the X-Men all being dead is straight out of the comics.
Yeah, my only issue with this trailer, I know that this trailer was more to show their relationship and like the weird dynamic that they have, but I'm still kind of just like so confused as to what the story is. And that, I know it'll be explained eventually.
They should show no more.
Isn't this the last trailer?
There's one more.
There will probably be
a
like
final
TV
trailer
spots and stuff. Yeah.
I totally forgot about the one that came out during the Super Bowl. So
Me
I thought
too.
this was the only one. And I was like, but yeah, I need to go rewatch the first
All
one.
right, so they haven't really revealed anything outside of what Wade said of "I'm going to lose everyone," which makes me believe that his world's going to be destroyed.
I would assume by the purple smoke monster. I forgot its name.
Eliath.
Mm-hmm.
They keep showing it.
Is it like a Galactus thing?
It's the big smoke monster from Loki.
Yeah, I know, but like is like I'm thinking like maybe there's a Galactus.
I'm thinking
thing.
it's related to the incursions.
Well, yeah, it's probably going to
because that's essentially what is happening with Secret Wars. Is worlds are essentially colliding and being destroyed because of all the events in Loki and Doctor Strange, technically. And I think Wade might get a hold of the idea or a bit brought in, be like, hey, your world's about to be destroyed unless you do this.
He's like, nah, dog.
And he has to bring Wolvie as his sidekick.
Have we seen Negasonic Teenage Warhead? Was she in the last one?
She was in the first two.
Okay. Well, the the first trailer. Was she in the first trailer or no? Have we not seen any nuggets?
She was in the teaser. Yeah.
Okay.
She was in the room with everybody. Yeah.
Okay. She's like
yeah.
Is she the bald one?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
With her cute little girlband.
I need to rewatch the Deadpool movies.
Hi,
I don't remember them.
Hi, Yuki.
Hi, Yuki.
Bye, Wade. I love her.
Yeah, I mean, it's just I just love seeing Hugh Jackman kind of being able to go all in on the Wolverine character with the F-bombs and everything.
Yeah.
This movie is like in the best way, out of control.
Yeah.
And the funniest thing is that the time that it's out of control is with Disney.
Well, Marvel is literally putting "Let's fucking go" on the posters and everything.
Like
LFG.
There was like at least 5 F-bombs in that trailer alone.
Yeah, they both said "Let's fucking go."
Yeah.
And then
The
Hugh Jackman
tagline
said the
is-
F word like 2 or 3 times.
Yeah, the tagline is literally LFG. Like, it blows my mind.
Disney knows they'll make a shit ton of money.
They're going to make
this.
so much. We're going to have another on the...
Told you, this movie's making $1 billion.
We're already at 3. That would be number 4.
I said it. This movie's making $1 billion.
Jill needs to update her Cybertruck thing.
I need to. Oh, I did get a bingo space for that one.
Mhm.
I need to figure out from my sources if Deadpool might be making his way into the parks.
Ooh.
That'd be crazy. I bet you he will.
If
I-
they do, they're gonna have them be together.
If they do, I feel like Deadpool would be like a special event character.
While the movie's going on.
Yeah, like similar to when Wanda was out. Like she was only out
Yeah.
for like a
Mhm.
month or two
Yeah.
after the Doctor Strange and the multiverse. So I think they might do that with Deadpool and then have him just be out for like 2 months and then come back for like special events.
What
I
if
bet-
what if he had like a handler that was also kind of in character, someone there to be like, you can't say that. You can't say that. I know what you're thinking about saying.
You
Don't
can't
say
do
that.
it.
There's kids around.
That'd be really funny. And that would make sense. That would be in character. Like you're at Disney, Wade. You can't
Mhm.
say that.
I could see them not doing the like meet and greets, but having them on that top thing for
They're
the
not gonna have
Avengers.
him. They're not gonna have him be up there and not do meet and greets. It's like Spider-Man. Like Spider-Man does that whole show, and then he comes down and does meet and greets.
Although that might inspire older kids and adults to, when they met him,
To curse
and to,
Well,
be a little more vulgar.
they could do it in a similar way as to like when you can meet Vader. It's like they bring you in a room with just your group meeting Vader. So
Mm.
like if you curse at him, there's no one else in the room.
So I get Disney wanting to like uphold the standard, but let's be honest, what 12-year-old is not going to go watch this movie?
Exactly. Yeah.
What's it rated?
R.
Like,
Probably
hard
You
R.
can't
Hard
go see an
R.
R-rated movie when you're 12.
You have a
Can you?
parent.
I mean,
If you
who's
go
really
with a-
checking these days?
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess
You buy
the-
tickets online now. You don't got to show an ID.
I mean, here's your example. Would you take Bo if he was 12 to go see it?
100%.
Yeah,
What?
see? I mean,
If he's 12, yeah. I think the age rules for ratings, I think they're due to change.
Yeah.
well, we
I
live
agree.
in America, so they're going to make it more strict at this point.
I don't know. America loves guns and
Pew pew.
shooting.
Now that was what I was
Explosions.
thinking is like, are they going to let him walk around with swords and 2 guns on his holsters?
They let the stormtroopers hold rifles.
Yeah, and
yeah, but those
Characters
they
are,
don't-
don't
lightsabers.
shoot bullets.
yeah, exactly. His is like
Okay.
they're literal like
Jack
There we
Sparrow
go.
has his pistol on his hip.
and a knife, right?
That's a good
Yes.
point.
He has
Sword.
his sword. Yeah, there
Yeah.
you go. Boom.
There'll be little
So-
water guns.
Pew pew.
I can see them being just like literally just like the handle.
Yeah,
Yeah,
nothing
Yeah,
that
he's
you
not
can
going to be
pull
able to
out.
take it out.
Yeah, it's just literally like there.
You wouldn't be able to take the guns out either. I don't.
No.
I would hope not.
No.
Because even a water gun.
Yeah, because you already know some jackass kid would run up and try to grab it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And then we'd have a problem.
Just running around holding Deadpool's gun in Disneyland. That'll go over great.
Yeah.
So is this a theater movie for everybody?
Oh,
Yeah.
Specifically Jill and Molly?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll see
Yeah.
it in the theater.
This'll
It
be-
looks
yeah.
hilarious. Like it makes me turn into like 12-year-old boy me when I watched this trailer, and I was like, yeah, I'll see this.
It's definitely going to be like one of those like dine-in movie theater things, like the reclining chairs and the servers.
Yeah.
Alcohol will be had, and we will go watch Deadpool.
Yeah, it looks way better than I was expecting it to look. Like it, and they're going all in on so many
everything.
things I would hope for. Like I mentioned this earlier, but the whiskey dick comment sent
So
me.
Good.
Like,
So
and
good.
then seeing Wolverine stab Deadpool in the balls killed me.
I
Like,
will
it
say, if this was only a Deadpool movie and Wolverine was not in it, or it wasn't going to involve the X-Men, I don't know if I would go see it.
I'm kind of on the same page.
Because like that's what excites me is the two of them
Or well,
together and seeing him reprise.
I mean,
his
you
role.
kind of have to wait and see what it looked like, though, right?
I think for me the big bet is it's the first Disney Marvel Deadpool. So for me, I go, oh, I'm
Yeah.
curious what they're going to
Yeah.
do with that. So
Yeah.
I think so. I think I would still probably see it if it wasn't a Wolverine X-Men thing.
Yeah, I think this movie is super important just in the aspect of the whole universe too, because I think
Mhm.
Deadpool is a character that can be around for quite a long time.
Yeah. Good luck killing him.
I think Wolverine.
Yeah.
I do think Hugh Jackman will be coming back to play Wolverine in some type of crossover. I
You
don't know which
think
one yet.
so?
I think at least one.
I think he'll do it if Ryan is there. I don't know if he'll do a solo because I think he did.
Oh no,
this.
not a. You don't think he'll join like something like Avengers movie?
I don't. I think he did. I think
he
he came
would.
back as Wolverine because it's Ryan Reynolds and they're like
the only way I think he would come back or need or should come back would be for Secret Wars specifically.
Yeah, I think he's gonna come back just for one of the Avengers movies, just for that.
but like not a big role.
Because I could see him coming back for Secret Wars and still ending with Logan just being this old, withered shell of himself.
I don't think he's going to be like joining the new X-Men or anything.
They can't.
I think his time is at maximum. He has 2 more movies, and one other.
He's going to be too busy touring on The Greatest Showman when they finally decide to bring that to Broadway, guys. He's going to be far too busy.
With his boyfriend.
I was watching the trailer with Alex, and we got done watching it. We were talking about Hugh Jackman, and I was like, just let that man sing on Broadway. That's
He's
all he wants to do.
good.
That's all he wants to do.
Come on, bring Greatest Showman to Broadway. We all want it.
But you can tell he's excited to do like rated R Wolverine finally.
Yeah.
Like even more so than we saw in Logan too, because this is like Logan, not in his prime, but he's like full on Wolverine. And let me say,
he gets to finally be the comic Wolverine.
Well, I was gonna say the suit looks incredible.
So
Yellow
good.
spandex.
And
I laughed with the suit how so many people immediately when they first saw the suit, why does he have sleeves? And then this one came out and everyone's like,
yeah, the sleeves go bye-bye.
Yeah.
Like we see him without the sleeves. I think it was a cool touch. Very cool touch.
It's just so simple. It's the same exact thing they did with Moon Knight. How are you going to make him not Jewish? That's a whole part of his thing. And then right after that, they have a whole episode about him being Jewish. And it was like, oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Calm your tits, everybody.
Yeah, seriously. God. It's ridiculous. But show no more. I don't want to see anything else. I don't want them doing the bullshit that they did. My biggest fear is that they're going to do the same crap they did with Multiverse of Madness, where it was just like right at the end, they just here's all the cameos, and it's like what are you doing now? However,
wait, which cameos?
They started. They like
Professor X.
Yeah, like they literally before we even saw the movie, it was like months out.
This movie, they won't have to.
That's exactly what I was going to.
They won't have to show anything because people are going to see it regardless. So with this one, they don't need to.
Well, I mean, they already technically showed a lot. They just didn't show them up close.
Oh, you already know there's hundreds of.
There's going to be a lot more, but the big pull is that it's Hugh Jackman Wolverine.
Daphne Keena's definitely coming back.
Yeah, and Taylor Swift's for sure in it as Dazzler.
100%. And Blake Lively's going to be Lady Deadpool.
Like people need to.
Lock it in.
People are ready to get over.
I bet if Taylor Swift is in it, they'll put her in a TV spot.
She's going to sing the new Deadpool song.
I doubt it because people will be pissed off.
Imagine how many more people will go see this movie just for the fact that they know Taylor Swift is in it.
They will go, but see, they'll go just as strong the day after when people see the movie and go, holy shit, Taylor Swift in it, isn't it? And then they're all going to just flock to it. I mean, either with or without her, this movie's going to make a shit ton of money. Her on top of it is just going to make it that much more money. But you guys, it's like it floods by. They better not put her. She's in the movie. Like it's
going to be the quickest scene of all time.
100%. I wouldn't be surprised if Ryan Reynolds literally has her doing like a song and then they kill her and then move on. Like I would not be surprised. Like, I mean,
all the more reason for them to show her in a trailer then, though. I think they're going to do it. I don't necessarily want them to, but I think they will.
I don't know. Blake, that's another one that's for sure happening. Wouldn't you agree, Jake?
Walker Scobell.
Yeah. Yeah.
I just don't know where.
I think I already heard. Didn't they already say? I think Ryan Reynolds already said Dogpool was in it.
He was in the trailer.
He was.
Oh yeah, duh. So I mean, like, he's the one. That,
The one with the weird tongue.
Yeah.
So I mean, like, come on, it's going to be there. The cameos are going to be there for fun. They're going to be like meaningless ones. It's not going to be like a whole thing like Multiverse of Madness where it was like, these guys are important. They're going to literally be there to get exploded or say a one-liner and keep moving. I can't wait for it. It's gonna be fun. I'm also super excited for Emma Corrin.
Yeah, it's Casanova or Nova. Casanova?
Cassandra Nova.
Cassandra Nova, yeah. Casanova.
Yeah. So do you ladies know who or anything about
Please
her?
don't explain because I don't want to know.
You don't know who she is at all?
I don't want to know.
I thought it was pretty obvious in the trailer.
Is she in X-Men 97?
No.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
They're going to for sure spoil that in a trailer. I mean,
Her?
I'm not... Yeah, who she is. 100%.
Well, I'm not watching anything else. So I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because they're going to use it as a means to show, like, how much of a threat she is.
I still probably won't understand who she is and what
You
she
will.
means to the story.
It's not that difficult to figure out.
Oh, okay. Well,
I'm meaning, like, not by looking, but, like, once they say, it'll be like, oh, okay.
mm.
Yeah. It'll be fun, though. I'm excited. I still can't believe she's using Ant-Man's skull as...
Not skull, whole body.
Well, yeah, whole body,
Love
but,
that.
like, the
You,
fact that...
you see the legs. You see the legs in another shot, which is crazy to see.
It comes out in July?
26.
July 26th, yeah.
Okay, so end of July.
Yeah. The movie's going to make a butt ton of money.
A butt ton.
it's
How
funny
much-
'cause
how
it-
much-
But-
what's the scientific equivalent of a butt ton?
A
What do
ton
you
of
think?
butts.
If you had to put a dollar sign, Jake, what would you put?
On how much?
Mm-hmm. We should just throw a random guess.
For opening weekend.
No, just the whole thing.
Well, I think it's going to make $1 billion. So I'm going to
Me
say...
too.
I don't think it's going to go very far over $1 billion. I'll say like a billion point...
And some change.
Yeah, like $1.03 or something. I don't know. I don't think it'll be a lot over $1 billion. But I think it's going to make... I think it's going to make close to $900 million domestically.
Domestically.
Domestic.
Damn, I didn't realize Endgame was that high.
Yeah, what's never going to...
No, I knew it was going to pass Endgame, but I thought it... I didn't realize it was almost... It's 200 away from $3 billion.
Because the reason I'm saying that is because...
that's what I was thinking, Jeremy. 1.2.
So worldwide, if I'm not mistaken, right now, a movie like Dune Part 2 is just over 800. Oppenheimer made $1 billion.
Did it? I thought it made 900 something.
Maybe it was 900. So why can't Deadpool and
Deadpool's making
Wolverine?
no.
Oppenheimer had all the olds come see it.
All the olds.
Not all the olds want to
It's-
see
It's,
Deadpool.
it's
But all the
definitely
youngs want to see Deadpool.
well, all those olds were in their prime as Wolverine and with Hugh Jackman back in the day. So
True.
Oppenheimer was 953 points.
okay, so I
So
think
it was-
it'll make more than that, and I think it'll be the highest grossing R-rated movie of all time, which it would have to pass the Joker.
I still
What
need to see
is
that
the
movie.
oh.
It's gonna make. It's going to put Disney because.
Joker was $1.074 billion.
So okay, so I'm gonna say it makes. I'm gonna say it makes $1.1 billion. I'll put it at that number as the minimum.
Just squeaks over 1 billion.
Squeaky squeak.
But I think it'll put Disney back on track. I think it'll have a lot of people saying, "Oh, well, okay, maybe Marvel isn't as bad as we thought," because now we're kind of getting into some good stuff with it, with what they have upcoming, and they've kind of been in a little bit of a rut, and that's fair. So yeah, I think the movie is going to be a huge success financially and just critically how it's received.
Okay, I'm curious. So, if and when Deadpool passes Joker, do you think the second Joker passes Deadpool?
No,
I don't think so either.
not that movie will not make as much because it's not a bad thing, but because it's a musical.
Yeah.
It's
And
reuniting the emos and the theater kids.
But I also don't think it'll be as received as well as the first one was.
Probably not.
I'm
but-
with Maddie. There better be a Fall Out Boy song in it. Because if you're gonna name the movie Fall Ya Duh, you better have a Fall Out Boy song in it.
Yeah.
Particularly from the Fall Ya Duh album. But that's just me.
All the Gaga fans will go see it.
I still need to see the first one.
It's
I liked the
rewatched it just
first
a few
one.
weeks ago.
I feel like I would like it. I just haven't sat down and watched it.
Yeah.
But I like stories about.
Who's
crazy.
Sean yelling at?
He's playing video games.
Oh, that sounded like that didn't sound. Sounds like he was yelling at the
No.
delivery man.
He's playing video games.
He's playing PUBG, I believe.
They're playing PUBG? They haven't played that in a long time.
They change it up every once in a while.
We're stepping aside from Deadpool, and I want to bring it up just because we haven't talked about it. But D-Train did ask quick thoughts on the Joker 2 trailer since we were
Loved it. 10 out of 10.
I really loved it.
I'm
Whatever.
I'll say I'm intrigued.
I'm not.
I think that shot of Harley drawing like the smile on the glass and then Joker like positioning himself right. Like that shot is cinema. That
Mhm.
shot is so good. I'm excited for it. And I was telling Jake, like I think I said in our chat, I was like, it makes sense for it to be a musical because these are two psychopathic clowns, and it kind of makes sense that their inner monologue would come out as a musical.
Yeah.
So it kind of makes sense to me in that aspect. So we'll see
And they're
how.
and they both have big main character energy, which would make them
Yes.
believe that they are living
star
out
of a
their
musical.
own personal musical.
I don't want another situation. And
I
I'm
wonder if
sorry.
you're gonna say exactly what I'm thinking right now.
Jill, do you care about me saying something about the first?
No.
I don't want another situation where at the end of the movie you're wondering if it actually happened.
Bingo. That's what I'm thinking too.
Because that's exactly what happened in the first.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't want that to happen again. Like
It feels very much like they're tiptoeing.
so then it's like the totem at the end of Inception, right? Like, oh my god, is it stop spinning or is it spinning? Okay, that happened in the first movie, but I don't need that to happen in the second movie.
Well, who cares if it didn't happen? It was a good movie.
It's the idea of the psychosis of the Joker.
But I don't need it
Makes
two
sense.
times in a row, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, I mean, I don't remember that ending for Joker.
I don't
but-
want it to end where they're actually just sitting in their cells and they were just laying there thinking about it. Like that would be annoying.
Yeah,
Gio, this
I can
movie's
see
not
that.
winning an Oscar. Go away.
Maybe for best song. I could see Gaga winning a song one.
I don't think there's any original songs.
Oh, they're for sure going to make her do at least one original song.
maybe for choreography or something. If there's like a big, fun dance number.
I would be floored if she didn't do at least one.
She already basically said, or she said she was writing music for Joker 2, so there will be original songs.
I would be shocked if she didn't.
At
Absolutely
least the end
shocked.
credit song.
Something.
I heard it's a jukebox musical, so it's all covers for the most
It's
part.
a giant karaoke movie.
Very interesting.
Jake is so against this movie. It's so funny.
It's not for everybody. That's okay.
You're right. It's not. Hey, I respect everybody who's excited, but blah.
Are you going to go
I'll see it.
see it in theaters or no?
No.
Really?
Well, first of all, I can't most of the time. I have to pick and choose which movies I go to now that I have a son. So
Oh,
I can't go to a
thanks.
movie every week, unfortunately.
You had to pick between Furiosa and Planet of the Apes? Damn.
No, at the beginning of the year, I gave Gabby 3 movies: Dune, Apes, and Furiosa. She
Get
has
3.
no say in which one I go see.
Wait, what was it? Dune, Furiosa, and
And Apes,
Okay.
but I'm throwing Deadpool and Wolverine on that, Gabby. If you
I
want
was
to.
gonna say, I was like, there's nothing else.
Oh, I'm sure there is, but it's not like those are the ones I'm going to see opening weekend, like right away.
This is the first half of the year. There's still potential to add to the second half.
We'll see.
The third and fourth quarter.
We shall see.
I feel like there's got to be something else.
All right, everybody. I think that's going to wrap up tonight's show. A lot of discussion tonight. I know that there were a few people who came in late and were asking about the announcement. The full announcement happens early on in the show after we say our howdy do's at the very beginning. If you did not see, just quickly, we will be closing down the doors to a certain point of view at the end of May. A lot more detail and information and reasons why were said during the announcement, but just wanted to reiterate that. And it's not the last you're going to see of us now. We have 2 more main shows plus a happy hour at minimum. Tons of discourse on the Patreon still available, and the Discord will be made available to everyone, which actually already is. And we'll be continuing to converse on the Discord going forward. So make sure you guys are joined there.
I think you need to put a wrestling
Sure.
thing in the Discord.
If that's what people want to do, yeah.
Isn't that what people have been talking about? I've been seeing.
Well, there's a sports section, so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Blake, I am absolutely going and seeing Challengers this weekend.
But yeah, before
movie.
Thank you, Jeremy. Discord, always funny and interactive. We try to have a really good time in there. It's all kudos to you guys, our community. Seriously, like we are very lucky to have the people we have behind us, and that's why something like our Discord is so good. So,
hi, Chuck.
Whoa, hello, Chuck. Good to see you.
Chuck's too busy at all these comic things becoming famous.
But yeah, so before we get out of here, we'll obviously do some plugs where you can find us. Obviously, more important than ever now. So Jill, where can everyone find you online?
I am Jilly Marie, 2 Y's, 2 E's on Twitter and Instagram. You can find me over at Rookies and Rulebooks on YouTube. We're playing Dungeons and Dragons. And like I said earlier, I'll probably be popping up a lot on Sean's gaming Twitch channel. Is it Sean Sully? Pseudo Sully? One of those.
I think it's Sean
Sully on
Twitch.
Sean Sully on Twitch.
Sean Sully on Twitch. We talked about doing some co-op gaming on there. So you'll see me pop up a little bit more frequently there. So,
Brian,
just be a Volcino on everything that is there, except for whatever happened to Threads. Is Threads dead?
It's still around.
Still there. Just hasn't caught on as much as everyone expected, I think.
Yeah,
I think
I'm sure it will
they're
eventually.
starting to incorporate a lot more Threads stuff into Instagram into the app.
Yep.
Which I'm just kind of like, okay.
Kind of turns me off to it.
why don't they just absorb that and make it?
Well, it is basically the same thing. One's just typing and one's pictures. So.
Yeah. Although now you can post notes in Instagram.
ooh.
No.
They're like stories, but just text or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, they're
how
like
that
2
works.
lines. Yeah, it's weird, but
It's silly. It's like a Facebook update.
Oh.
Oh my!
no, it's like your MySpace update. That's what it is.
Ooh.
Yeah.
You know, really quickly. You know what I've been doing? Have you gone on Facebook and see like memories? Does that pop up like every day for you? Yeah, I've been deleting the hell out of those things. Like I'm like, oh my god! Like we really just had no idea about technology. That like I'm like pinning my location to my exact location to like my house. I'm like, we're deleting that. It's like my new thing every day. Just wake up, delete your memories.
My memories are pretty cringe, but I want to keep them just to put myself in my place. If I ever need to humble myself, I'll go look at my old Facebook stuff.
Yeah.
Chuck, we're gonna have one more Patreon hangout, man. If you can make it, we'd love to see you. We'd love to see you. It's been a while.
Mandatory for him.
Molly, what about you? Where can everyone find you?
You can find me at Molly Damon on Twitter, Molly Mander on Instagram, and doing lots of fun stuff over on Star Wars Explained. Like I said, Lego streams are coming back after we're done with Bad Batch. So middle of May, and then we'll just be gearing up, getting ready for the Acolyte coverage. So
I was gonna say Lego streams for 2 weeks, then back to the Acolyte.
Woo.
Acolyte
Yeah.
is when?
It's
Acolyte
June
is
4th, I think?
early June.
I think it's June 4th. It was the date.
Yeah.
6th or something like that. Yeah.
Did you
We'll
guys
see how long our Acolyte streams go for,
Yeah.
whether or not we'll continue to do Lego streams and those in the same
Yeah.
week.
Are you in the middle of a Lego, or were you done and just?
We finished the Venator, and we haven't started a new one yet, but we
Okay.
did finish that one.
I was just imagining like your desk just sits there with half the built ship and just pieces. And
They'd be lost by now.
I was gonna say Pippin would just.
Myself at Qui-Gon Jake all over social media. 2 N's because someone else took it before I did. I've been trying to keep up on my little TikTok videos if you guys are interested.
TikTok.
I have a lot of fun doing them. Try to do like movie news and TV news and stuff. So those are there. Just for the next few months, certain POV crew all over social media. We'll be keeping you guys updated on a bunch of stuff, obviously, since we have just a few things left. So check that out. And then the Whiskey Jedi on YouTube. That show is going to be coming back in full force. I'm excited to bring it back and do that more often. So, to everyone who's been watching, thank you guys. Much appreciated. To everyone who's always watching, we love you guys. Thank you guys for being here, and we will catch you guys next time. Bye, guys.